Today, we're going to learn how you can take an old grade piece of outdoor furniture from this to this in under 30 minutes for just $10. So let's get right into it. The goal with this restoration is that we're just going to take off the top grade layer of wood. This isn't going to be a perfect restoration, it's just to make this piece look much brighter and more refreshed. The tool that I'm going to be using is a sanding sponge for this purpose. You can see they can be had for as low as $10 for a set of 12, so about 85 cents a piece. It's very affordable and it's going to help get even pressure on the surface of the wood. You're going to want to do the sanding with the grain of the table and try to work in sections. With just a few strokes, you can see that underlying deep, rich color starting to come through. And we're going to keep going. You might want to clap out your sponge every once in a while so that way it doesn't clog the pores of the wood. With that being said, let's just stick with it. 30 seconds in, you can already start to see this color coming through, and that's what we're looking for. So we're going to stay at it, and I'm going to see how quickly I can get this done. There are going to be certain sections of the wood that are a little bit more stubborn than others, and so you can see here, I'm just going to use the side of the sanding block to get a little bit more pressure on those more stuck-on areas. At this point in the renovation process, we've gotten rid of that top layer of faded wood. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is pour a little bit of water on and brush it in so we can get a rough idea of what the wood grain might look like after an oil-based stain is applied. At this point in the restoration, after only about 10 minutes of some light sanding with a rougher grit sanding block, the table is looking quite good, very clean. And at this point, if all you want is a nice looking table, you're done. The process is over. But if you want to take it one step further, I'm going to be adding some oil to the table to really bring it to life. When it comes to staining a teak table, I recommend that you use an oil-based stain. I'm going to be using an oil-based polyurethane because it's going to help bring out the wood grain in the wood, protect it from dirt, dust, and also provide a little bit of a waterproof layer to it, and it's very easy to apply. And I'm definitely not a professional, so this is going to be a great option for me. When it comes to the brush you use, you can go for a natural bristle brush, something synthetic, or you can do what I'm doing and use a foam tip brush. The foam tip brush is going to allow you to soak up a lot more stain at once, and it makes applying an even coat very easy. As you can see, it goes on very easily, and since there's a lot soaked up, you don't really have to worry about streaking or any of that stuff as much. So I'm just going one plank at a time, adding an even coat, a generous coat, so that way it all gets soaked up. And now with polyurethane stain, usually you would add multiple coats and get like a plastic cover over the wood essentially. But what I'm doing is gonna wipe it off afterwards, so that way it'll soak into the wood, bring out the grain, but not really affect the surface as much. And it is really coming along beautifully, I must say. Get down here and give some extra love to the Madbury logo. We are back at the warehouse, and I can already see the table, and it looks really good. Let's get a good look at this. Wow. Completely restored this Madbury Road Bali table. When we started off, it was gray and sun faded, and after just some quick sanding with a rough grit sanding block and an oil finish, this table is looking beautiful. I love how it's brought out all the wood grain all the way around. Let's get some different angles and different lighting. Wow. This table looks great. Very happy with how this turned out. I'd like to encourage you to try to do something like this yourself. It is quick, easy, and a great way to get a ton of value out of your older furniture, especially teak furniture, because teak does last a very long time. Very sturdy furniture. It's good for a number of applications. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. It's been a fun experience. This is my first ever woodworking project, and it was easy, it was quick, and I love how it turned out. So I encourage you to try something like this. Just a little bit of sanding and a little bit of love, and you can really bring some life back to a piece of furniture that has a lot of potential. Encourage everybody to give it a try. If restoring furniture isn't the route that you want to go, we also offer a large selection of different styles of outdoor furniture, from teak and rope sets to full teak to all-weather wicker in a variety of colors and different shapes. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, you can check out our website over at madburyroad.com.